Hey, Sassy. You coming over by Daddy to say hello? Oh, good Sassy. Yeah. I know you wish you could stream with me more. Well, we'll turn it on in a few minutes. We got a few minutes left. Hold your horses. Sassy, good girl. You're such a good girl. Yeah, you're a better dog. You're a better dog than that other dog. I know. It's okay. Good girl. Good girl. Ah. Should have scheduled these an hour later. And I could have got more sleep. I do my vocal exercises. Shit. Probably should have Googled vocal exercises. Well, what do they sound like? La ba. Oh. Okay. Audio praise, like vocal exercises. Hello world. It's Ozzy Bray from Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy. Oh, I could do a con opera. Very Asian. Does that sound Asian, Mom? You weren't listening. God damn. We don't need insurance. The house. Oh, I don't pay it. The bank pays insurance. It's bullshit. The bank should be paying the taxes. What's the purpose of if we don't pay the insurance? Why do we have to do the taxes on it?
I need it for a deduction.
Oh. Well, I like the sound of deduction. What time is it? 4:15. Oh, fuck. God damn it. Oh, why is this on? Hello? Son of a bitch.
Qapla!
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Canuck. That's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember the 50 waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. You here to make war? We surrender.
Falsehood, important things are needed new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
Right, All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before, or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Esri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karoga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla. And I'm sorry about that. You guys are obviously too smart to realize that was a completely fake open. So yeah, nothing I said before the start of the show was real. That was completely fabricated just for your entertainment. Except the part about Sassy being a good girl. That's true. Sassy is. The rest of that was just stuff we made up. Greetings, John DeMarco, who was first in the chat. Do you know you are live? Yeah, I'm alive. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Not Ryan Johnson says, hello in Qapla. Hail Karoga, hail Karoga. Pop Culture Curator says, hello, guys. Hello, Pop Culture Curator. And he says, hail, Bird of Prey. Hope you are well. Thank you. Hope you are well. Commodore Ty says, hello, all. Hello, Commodore. Dan Ben's here. Hello, Dan Ben. Mike Richards says, Bird of Prey, you are live. Oh, of course I'm live. I'm on YouTube. John DeMarco says, it's the raw, uncut Bird of Prey 5. I hope not, unless you guys had a camera somewhere you're not supposed to. Mike Richards is laughing. Commodore Ty says he was live and uncut. That was a long time ago. John DeMarco says, too funny, Bird of Prey. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Keely Chow says, hey, everybody, Qapla Keely. The lovely Sherry says, greetings to all. Hope you're having a wonderful Monday. Thank you, the lovely Sherry. I hope you are as well. Keely Chow says, Qapla Keely. Pop Culture says, another skit. Yes, it was a skit. With myself and Mama Prey and Sassy. Mama Prey is still looking for the taxes. Mama Prey was it a skit? Yeah, that's for you to determine. I forgot whether I wanted them to believe it was a skit or not. Not Ryan Johnson says, Bird is live before he goes live. Oh, we're all live before we go live. We couldn't go live if we were dead. Jeff B says, are we at least going to pop some bubble wrap? Qapla. Jeff B. And Eldrick Lord Haster, Qapla, says, hello, everyone. So today, is National Bubble Wrap Day or Bubble Wrap Appreciation Day. Now, don't get me wrong. I love a good pop and a bubble wrap. But why is it that we can have a whole day dedicated to what is basically a one-use plastic, but I can't get fucking plastic straws from my Cokes from McDonald's anymore? This was it. Last week, I ordered a Coke from McDonald's, and it came with a goddamn paper fucking straw. And I knew I shouldn't even have put it into the goddamn cup. But Mama Prey said, do you want to try it? And stupid me living up, believing the fucking hippies who tell me that, oh, it's just as good. Fuckers. I tried it, and not only was it terrible, not only did it destroy the taste of the Coke going into my mouth, but it ruined the entire fucking cup. This large glistening Coke with ice, even when we found a plastic straw to put into it, it was fucking ruined. Just the introduction of paper into the solution of Coca-Cola and ice ruined the entire cup. Now, I didn't tell that to Mama Prey because I didn't want her to feel bad. But I took a couple of sips with the plastic straw, and it was fucking garbage. It was garbage. They ruined the perfectly good large Coke just by having me put a fucking paper straw into it. And if their goal is to stop me from buying Coca-Cola by stopping them fucking have straws, they might be on to something. Except for the fact that I can buy straws from Amazon or anywhere else, apparently, and just use them. But if I was out about, I would have a package of 100 straws in my glove compartment, and I would replace it every time I got down to 10. That is what I would be doing, because fuck them. And they're trying to keep straws away. Meanwhile, we're going to fucking have a whole fucking day where people can just fucking pop plastic bubble wrap all day. It's bullshit. The Random Menace with a €2 super chat. You know what? I'm starting to think it might be better if Russia invades. But I hope you're okay, Random Menace. Fun fact, bubble wrap was originally wallpaper. Yes, I did read that. I don't understand who would want bubble wrap wallpaper, but apparently somebody did. And then the first person to use it was IBM. IBM was the first customer of bubble wrap as a shipping supplier to keep their computers together. My God. These paper fucking straws. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like they're held together with urine. And I want to tell you, the problems, the people who are refusing to get the shots, the people who are in that convoy of trucks going up to Canada, it's not only about the shots. It's not only about the virus. Okay? It's also about bullshit like paper straws. It's also about bullshit with other freedoms being taken away, like New York City trying to take away large sodas. It's all together. It's all part of it. Fuck. If I was Coca-Cola, I would, fire everybody in my government, everybody that I was paying, paid, whatever, lobbying, all the lobbyists. I would say, you fucked up, and now I'm going to get you all unelected. Because you know Coca-Cola owns half of Congress or more at any given time. So they fucked up. They need to pass. You know what? They need to make a goddamn constitutional amendment that you are allowed to buy Coke or any soda product in whatever goddamn size you want, and you're allowed to drink it with as many straws as you want, made as of any goddamn material you wish, including and not limited to asbestos, tobacco. There's a way you can backdoor in any drug. Tobacco, it could be coated in fucking opioids. We can, whatever. It's all going to backdoor its way in under the Coca-Cola Amendment. B, welcome B, says B Couette. I know what you mean. Those straws are horrible. We had paper straws when I was growing up, but they were never that bad. I'm glad to know they were better when you were young, because Mom O'Prey told me, oh, we had paper straws growing up. There's no way they put up with that bullshit. Eldrick Lord Hasters has just got Burger King, got a plastic straw. Well, maybe I'll do Burger King next. But New York, we got McDonald's, we got paper straw lately. Captain Track says hello, Qapla Captain. Star Trek Nitpicker says bubble wrap wallpaper for a madhouse, maybe. Mike Ridges says we need a collection of bird rants. We should. Too bad I wasn't keeping collection. Jeff V says urine, no, just horse glue. Horse glue, oh God. But it probably would taste better if it was horse glue. Pop culture curator says paper straws are designed to dissolve in liquids. Well, yeah, so it dissolved and it ruined the entire flavor. Mike Richards says greetings to Captain Track, who says hello back. Pop culture curator says San Francisco also banned plastic straws, yet hands out thousands of free needles every month, which are all over the streets. Yeah, and I bet there's plastic in the needles, right? Because it's not all glass, and it's not all metal. I bet there's plastic in the needles, isn't there? So it's okay to have plastic in the needles. It's okay if you're going to inject yourself, but God forbid you use the plastic for something legal, then it's illegal. Fucking communists. Fucking San Francisco. I hate you. I hate communists. I hate San Francisco. I hate the politicians. I hate the laws they think up. And frankly, I think we need to excise them from the union. Like, yeah, goodbye. And you think they're going to laugh because, oh, they're so rich? Yeah, but, well, you know what? No, you're not. Because we're going to keep the money. We're just saying goodbye to you and your land. But your bank account, oh, that's ours. John DeMarco says, this is America. We demand solid gold straws for our 3-gallon soda cups. Abso-fucking-lutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Jeff B says, Haster, IKR, and Hale. Captain Track says, screw paper straws. Absolutely. B says, it's kind of cold. The cup is coated in some kind of wax or something that doesn't soak, but it doesn't coat the straw. Well, whatever it was, this is like fucking putting a toilet paper roll into the coat and trying to drink through it. And it's got the fucking little pieces of glue stuck behind and little pieces of toilet paper floating in your drink afterwards. Random Menace says, get metal straws. Fuck metal. Unless it's gold. I don't want metal. I don't want to have to risk of a lightning strike every time I'm drinking my Coke. Metal straws. That's some Eastern European shit. I understand where you're coming from, Random Menace. That might have been normal when you were growing up, milking the sheep and drinking it with metal straws. But in America, we got used to plastic straws. Hell, we got used to crazy straws, which are all plastic. Kitty Bear, Crazy Dutch Bastard, The shadow band says, Qapla, oh, Qapla, kitty bear. Hector says, John DeMarco, if they're solid and not hollow, how do they work as honest to God straws? They're solid where they need to be. Yeah, and John DeMarco says, we're not obligated to be logical. Pop Culture Curator says, notice how when they make things cheaper, the price goes up. Yeah. Kitty Bear says, build a wall around them and stop supplying food. See how long they last. Yeah. Yeah, see how long. Then I bet their rat problem goes away pretty quickly. Jeff B says, don't use straws, just sip from the cup. What? Do I look like a commie drinking tea or something, sipping from the cup? I want the Coke to go right down my esophagus before it had a chance to coat. And I don't want, it's a matter of cavities, man. If the Coke touches your teeth, you're gonna get cavities. But with a straw, it goes right to the back of your throat and down the esophagus. So you can get the, all that deliciousness with minimal touching of any actual flavor glands, whatever those are called. What do you call those? Taste buds. Without it ever touching your taste buds. Yitza says, Yitza Lemon says, I bought metal straws, but you can't bite those. Oh, God, that would be terrible. Commodore Ty agrees paper straws are the worst. Hector says, metal straws are used to drink mate. In Latin America, are called bombiles. I don't know what that means. Captain Track says we get rid of California and New York from the Union. The Multi-Gunman says, bird. Welcome, Multi-Gunman. Agnes says, a bombilla lasts you a lifetime. It's going well, Multi-Gunman. How are you? Edric Lord Haster says, I drink my soda straight from the cup. Listen, I sometimes drink Coke from a glass, but it has to be a shot glass. Shot of Coke. Commodore Ty says to Kevin Trek, they said that on The Simpsons, gotta cut the fat. Kitty Bear says, metal straws are used to sniff Coke, not drink it. Captain Trek says hello to Multi-Gunman. Multi-Gunman says metal straws made in Kurdistan. Exactly. Kurdistan can keep their metal straws. The Random Menace says they should skip the paper process and just make wooden straws. See, I might be able to deal with a wooden straw. I feel like that wouldn't dissolve immediately upon being put in Coca-Cola. Captain Trax says, Commodore Ty, really? I thought we'd get rid of the toilet states. The Basco scenario, Qapla Basco. Multi-Gunman says, Random Menace, we use Manly straws in Canada. They're made from muscle car mufflers. Now that's impressive, Multi-Gunman. And you see, the act of using the straw also cleans the crud off of it. That's impressive. It gets cleaner the more you use it. Commodore Ty says, yep, Captain. On The Simpsons, they had a large steak chopped, shaped like the USA, and they cut out the fat, which was shaped like Cali and New York. Yeah, they actually cut out the grizzle. Yeah. That was a good episode. Pop culture curator, I don't think the needles they hand out are made of glass anymore. They're made of mostly plastic, except for the needle. Exactly. So San Francisco will hand out plastic needles, but they will arrest you for using plastic straws. They won't arrest you, mind you, for stealing $800 worth of stuff or $700 worth of stuff from a store. But if you use a plastic straw, you are the number one public enemy. Why? What are you doing there, sir? Oh, I'm just stealing all these Big Macs. Oh, well, go on about your business. Thank you, officer. Why'd you come down here anyway? Oh, I thought you were trying to use a plastic straw for your soda. He's like, no, sir, I don't even have money to buy soda. I'm just here to steal Big Macs. I didn't even think of stealing soda. He's like, well, if you do, you've got to take their paper straws. Okay, officer. Whatever you say. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Qapla, 47 Yorktown. Actor Accentus is what millions of people use around me. Got a link. What is it? I don't know what that is. A metal straw of some type in a fruit bowl. It looks like a potato or something. Moxley fan says, Qapla Bird, hope you and the family are doing well today. Moxley says, I missed the intro. We the people. Yes, we the people. In fact, if anybody missed the intro, it was about 3 or 4 minutes prior to me actually starting the intro, to which I was 100% aware the microphone was live, and I totally did not get caught with a live mic, although I made it seem like I did. Pop culture curator says, in San Francisco, people stopped asking for the paper straws. I think that was the point in the first place. Just not give them out and profit. Plastic straws, do you mean? Or not give out straws at all? Star Trek Nitpicker says, just watched 2 first seasons Simpsons episodes. Awesome. Keely Chow is saying, hey to lovely Sherry. Random Menace says, we went through billions of respirators and masks, but straws are the problem. Yep. Star Trek Nitpickers says, can I have one of those Big Macs you stole? Steal your own Big Mac. 47 Yorktown says, reusable bamboo drinking straws are available. I don't want no fucking bamboo. Who knows how many koalas had their mouths on it? Actor says, for a bubble wrap day, too much straw talk. There's no way to separate the bubble wrap from the straw. I'm sorry. Commodore Ty puts in a link. If you haven't yet, don't forget to sub to my channel. Had an epic rant on Star Trek Lower Decks episode and some great reviews of Peacemaker. Guys, Peacemaker is up to, what is it? Episode 5 I just watched. I know there are some big names on YouTube who hate Peacemaker, and they give it terrible reviews. And you know what? If I came from the comics and I knew who these people were, I might feel the same. But as somebody who never had a fucking comic book in my life except for Garfield and Dilbert, like actual comics from the newspaper, not, Batman or Superman or Marvel or DC. If I had, then maybe I'd feel the same. But as someone who knows nothing about comic book characters except what's in the movies, I think Peacemaker is damn near hilarious. Okay, maybe not the funniest thing I've ever seen, but for 2022, it's decently funny. Funnier than most news things are these days. So I definitely recommend giving Peacemaker a chance, especially if you, if you've learned about the Suicide Squad through the movies rather than through comic books, because apparently it's not too true to the comic, but if you've never seen the comic, that doesn't really matter to you. Kitty Bear says you can steal up to $899 on fast food. That's a lot of Big Macs. That's a lot of Taco Bell. Pop culture curators at San Francisco is now charging 50 cents for every disposable plastic bag, which are also all over the streets. You can get them for significantly less than 50 cents a bag on Amazon. Pop culture curator says not give out straws, all their point. Yeah. Well, I honestly don't believe that the fast food industry wanted to save the money from giving out straws to coerce this whole thing. I think they're going to lose more money in drink sales, which is by weight and by value their most profitable item. Right, the most profitable item isn't their French fries; it's their large sodas. I mean, where else are you going to buy $3 of soda that maybe cost them, 10 cents to fill? It's mostly water. So yeah, they didn't want to mess with that. Josh says, Bird of Prey, is this one of Karoga's fake holidays so you can get out of anything on this day? No, you don't get out of anything today. Multi-Man says, confirmed, Bird of Prey hates koalas. Actor Accented says, most of the Phantom Menace are straight ignoring Peacemaker. Well, I mean, Doomcock loves Peacemaker. I know the Friday Night Tights crew seem to be generally against it, but the fandom is bigger than any one show or channel. It's bigger than any two people. Actor says not one review. Well, yeah. Well, no. Commodore Ty is reviewing. Granted, he's not one of the biggest channels, but he is part. Random Minute says, I finally started watching Cobra Kai, and I love it. You son of a bitch, you haven't been watching Cobra Kai this entire time? Oh, Actor says Cobra Kai's first season is a 10. I think pretty much all their seasons were a 10. There might have been 1 9 in there. Actually, every season is a 10. Every season is a 10. Random Menace, where are you on it? Do you watch it with your wife? Do you watch it in the man cave? And Random Man says, I'm ordering my soda without isol. I want Coke, not frozen water. Pop Culture says, Random Menace, glad you like it. I just watched the latest season, and it never fails. Mamo Prey loves it. I love it. Sisso Prey loves it. It's one of the few shows that the three of us all enjoyed. Random Menace is the former comic shop owner. Hates it. In other news, water is wet. Man Cave, episode 9. Ah, good. Well, at least you got some good stuff for the Man Cave. No, the former comic show owner, pretty much everybody likes Cobra Kai. No, we were talking about Peacemaker. So, like I said, I could understand maybe coming from where he does, but I don't have that viewpoint. So I don't mind saying I enjoyed it. I will grant you, I can tell this is not a highbrow comedy, unfortunately. Unlike Orville, this is not a highbrow comedy. So I can understand to a point why people who might have loved those characters, get angry seeing them used the way they are in their lowest potential comedy setting, but it's still comedy. Commodore Ty, from what I know, is that Peacemaker is a hit and most likely get a second season, as well as James Gunn might look at making other spin-off, another character from the Suicide Squad. Hello? Hello? I'm sorry. Hello? No. I heard them say something, but no. Let me put this phone number in, just see if it's anything I should worry about. I probably shouldn't say it out loud, just in case. Accurate caller ID. Nobody. Weird. Okay. Doesn't appear to be anybody. I've never seen a number come back that's only had 2 fucking YouTube Google. It's only had 2 records. 2 records. And then I went to the second one and I got the goddamn verify you're human thing. And, it's like click on each thing has a picture containing a boat. There's trains, planes, boats, sailboats, things in the water that don't look like boats. But, I mean, anything can be a boat if it floats. Okay, yeah. Well, that gave me the name and location, but no, no one I know. Okay, guys, let me let me do what I got to do. Here's a quick commercial break.
Sears gives your casual wardrobe a fresh spring look with this week's Wardrobe Essentials sale. First denim jeans now just $9.99. So comfortable they feel as good as they fit. And you save $4. Add a lively spring shirt for just $5.99. Easy care and you save $3. Shirts in assorted solids and prints. These Wardrobe Essentials are on sale through Saturday. For super savings like these, you can count on Sears.
Hertz introduces great low January sale rates, like $69 a week here in Arizona.
Or only $79 a week here in Hawaii.
Oh, yeah, Arnie? Well, what about $78 a week here in sunny California?
Or, OJ, only $59 a week here in sunny Florida. Brutal, Juice, brutal.
Hertz, you don't just rent a car, you rent a company.
This is drugs. This is your brain on drugs. Any questions?
It's yours?
No,
Your mother said she found it in your closet.
I don't know. One of the guys must have...
Must have what?
Look, Dad, it's
Where
not...
did you get it?
Dad,
Answer me. Who taught you how to do this stuff?
You, all right? I learned it by watching you.
Parents who use drugs have children who use drugs.
It's a corner of America with cozy harbor towns. It's salty air, wicker chairs, and a surf that pounds. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit of the red, white, and blue. The spirit of Massachusetts is the spirit of America. The spirit that we want to share with you.
For your free Massachusetts vacation kit, call 1-800-624-MASS.
When that sun breaks out, lift up your head and shout, it's gonna be a great day.
Kellogg's waits for you, that spirit comes shining through, promising you a great day. How could you think of starting this bright new morning without your K-double-L? Oh, it's double good with Kellogg's, you'll have a great day.
Kellogg's has been making great days for more people for more years with more cereals than anyone. Corn Flakes, Rice Krispies, Frosted Flakes, Product 19. Trust your mornings to Kellogg's.
Very best part of starting your bright new morning is Kellogg's way. It's not far away. Kellogg's will help you say there's gonna be a great, we're gonna see a great, it's gonna be a great day.
Love those Kellogg's breakfast cereals. Can't find that Product 19 anymore. Too bad Mama Pray didn't have a Product 19 she saved for me. Huh? I said Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I'm going to eat the Product 19 Mama Pray saved for me. You did save Product 19 breakfast cereal? Oh, you don't have it. Dang. Just have to have the Spam.
Sunday, if you can get up and get it.
Ah, she's over. If I have to get up and get it myself. I thought she was finally going to give it. There's always a catch. Josh Street says, "What is Cobra Kai? I haven't even watched the first episode." Really? You know what Cobra Kai is. Yit says, "Is damn Eastern European. How dare you?" Yit says, "We want Eastern European stud reviews of Cobra Kai on his channel." I don't think Random Menace is ever gonna review anything on his channel. It could be deemed offensive. Actor says Orville and his piss corner. The height of highbrow comedy, indeed. Yeah, I'm not saying it's all highbrow, but there is some. Yet says, everything gets a second season these days. Well, not everything. Pop Culture says, I tuned out of most of last night's Doomcock stream. All they talked about was being excited for cartoon CGI, dead character cameos. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't watch. Not that I hate it, but I don't generally watch Doomcock when he's got a panel up. I prefer my Doomcock singing and cracking jokes, and talking with Harvey, or breaking news. But talking with a panel, I know hey, I know it's fun for people in the panel, but it's just not for me. That said, I'd always go on a panel, but I don't pretend. I'm not going to pretend to say that I like listening to the panel. The Random Menace says poop can float and it's not a boat. But here's the thing. How much poop is it before it is a boat? Like sticks, right? I mean, if you have sticks in the water, if they're just floating, are they a boat? Well, probably not. But you tie the sticks together, and you tie enough sticks together in the right shape, and then it definitely is a boat. So at what point do the sticks become a boat? I don't know. You don't know. The whales don't know. So who knows? Pop Culture Curator says, wow, those jeans are still on sale. Yes. And he says, I thought hope floats. That is a good question. Actor says, Josh Street, given the twist they did with the characters, I would say the idea is worth revisiting for some episodes, maybe 2 seasons at most. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Qapla vertebrae. As the Krogan God Emperor, did you give the Karoga child miners a sheet of bubble wrap and a turnip on this auspicious occasion? No, because they have enough to play with. If they want to hear the cracking, that beautiful cracking sound that you get from bubble wrap, well, they've each got 10 little toes. They can, they don't even have to push very hard, I'm told, because uranium kind of depletes the bone of calcium. So they make that cracking noise really quick. Brutal juice. Brutal, yes, Mike Richards. One of the best parts of that commercial. Pop Culture Curator says, does poop float longer with corn in it? I think we got to do a scientific paper on that. Actor says, executive producer Saul Leibowitz, 4x2 strips and the bubble wrap is the first all popped out. Is first all popped out by the Emperor himself. And actor says, sounds like something for Mythbusters. Nitpicker says that Kellogg's commercial really lifted my spirits. I'm glad it did. Dan Ben doesn't watch Cobra Kai. Well, you should. Dan Ben says in the UK, Orville Season 3 will be shown on Disney+. Well, however you got to get it. And Dan Ben says, I don't need Disney Plus to watch New Simpsons. Well, in America, New Simpsons is on Fox, the channel. Although I don't watch it anymore. Wesley Crusher's in the house, using all the custom emojis. And he says, bird of prey, greetings birds, salty turds and nerds. And Wesley says, bird of prey, tie a bunch of turds together and see if they float. No, not that. We're going to see if corn makes them float better. Dan Ben says, UK New American Dad will be on Disney Plus. Really? Here it's on TBS. Josh Reed says, Mama Pray, when are we watching the Academy Award movie Throw Bird from the Porch? Why are you laughing so hard, Mama Pray? I think you're going to have to record it. You're the one who's going to have to record it. Film it. Okay. Oh, Sisso Pray might. Wesley Crutcher says, what's going on today? Wes, I had a bit of a rant because it's National Bubble Wrap Day, and they say, oh, you should pop some bubble wrap to feel better. And I got all flipped out because why is it okay to waste bubble wrap, but not okay to get a goddamn plastic straw from McDonald's? And their paper straw ruins the taste of the soda in which I put it into. So it was unrecoverable after just sticking in a paper straw for, not even a solid minute. Wesley says, so you feed the turd people corn and see if they float. Yes. Dan Van says, you still have Fox in America. When Disney bought Fox, Fox channel was removed in the UK. Yeah, Fox, the TV station, stayed. You did. A little rant, Wes, at the beginning. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Let's get the web browser set up here. I had that done, but I was sleeping. In truth, I woke up. I said, it's 3:45 already. I thought it was like 2 o'clock. Okay. So, besides National Bubble Wrap Day, it's also Inspire Your Heart with Art Day, National Backwards Day, where they expect you to say or spell everything backwards. That was too much work for me, so I skipped it. But it's also National Hot Chocolate Day. So for anybody who likes hot chocolate, don't feel bad about having one today. You would literally be doing your duty as an American and as a consumer to have some hot chocolate. Let's see, do we have any Dear Bops? Wesley says hi to Jedi Bill. Jedi Bill says hello, bird of prey. Qapla, brother warrior. Hail, Karoga. Hail to you, Jedi Bill. Hail to you. And yes, we've got a fair number of Dear Bops, which is surprising considering We had just some on Friday. Yes, it should be Day Backward National. I don't remember the bubble wrap scene in Frasier, Dan Ben, but I'm glad if other people do. Josh Reed says, Dan, if Disney would have taken the Fox channel down in the States, the purchase wouldn't have gone through. Ah, yes. I guess that's why they weren't able to buy those stations. Because Disney already owns the ABC stations. Channel 7 in New York. Yeah, Wes, we're up to Dear Bops. So there you go. Good timing today. Dear Bop, I heard you have not seen the movie I was in. Is it because you don't like Doug? Yes, that's it. That would make Doug sad. Doug is a good boy. I try very hard, but if you do not like me, maybe you would like to watch for a giant bird. It's named Kevin. Kevin is also a dumb bird, just like you. Is your real name Kevin? No, my real name is not Kevin. Dear Bop, my best years as an actor was in the TV show Boston Legal and not Star Trek. William Shatner. No, Bill, somebody's lying to you. Your best days as an actor was in Star Trek. You wouldn't have even had your role in Boston Legal if you weren't Captain Kirk before you were Denny Crane, and you know it. Dear Bob, look up, look down, look all around. How does it feel to take orders all of the time? LDG. Well, joke's on you, as I didn't look either of those directions. Any of those directions. Wesley likes his hot chocolate cold. Is that a thing? Cold hot chocolate? How is that different than chocolate milk? Because I am a big fan of chocolate milk, but not ever tried cold hot chocolate. Dear Bob, I do not know why Wesley Crusher, who is a man-child, wants to ban Doug from Dear Bob, but I will support it, Doug. Wow. Well, maybe he just sees that I'm not liking all these Doug references. Go away, Doug, the dumb dog. No one likes you, says Wesley. I don't know, Wes. That's mighty mean to a dog. And Rock Solid, aka Gary Katzer, who I asked last week when was his birthday. He says, my birthday is the same day as last year and the same day as next year. And he says, a slightly broken Picard bust. What the hell did you do? I explained what happened to the Picard bust. As for his birthday, it would appear that his birthday is in fact February 15th. So that is a Tuesday. So we will celebrate it before. Sometime the week before his birthday, on some stream, we will celebrate Rock Solid's birthday. Wesley says he doesn't like dogs that try to hurt birds. And John reads his bird of prey, dog is really sassy. Doug, he means, is really sassy trolling you. You know, I wouldn't put it past her. You can't see her right now. Dear Bob, is it true that if a woman sits on your face, she owns you? I've heard of squatters' rights before, but this goes too far. Yeah, it probably does. If you let her sit on your face, she owns you. So, dear Bob, what's a motto? I feel like I would explain it, but this next one is going to give me an answer. Yeah, it came in the same minute. Okay, what's the motto? Wrong. The correct answer is nothing. What's the motto with you? I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Dear Bob, I'm no expert on COVID-19, but this is clearly the cure. And a link to an Amazon item. The Cure greatest hits. Ah. Bum, bum, bum. Not Ryan Johnson's birthday. My birthday is next week on the 8th. Oh, that's good to know. Not Ryan Johnson. The 8th is Tuesday. 1 week before Rock Solids. So congratulations. You are officially, well, I don't know that you're 1 week younger. Your birthday is 1 week before Rock Solids. Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, I think William Shatner meant to say his best lays were at Boston Legal. That might be. Denny Crane. Mad Cow. Dear Bob, is it true that if you give a man a plane ticket, he can fly for a day, but if you push a man out of a plane at 3,000 feet, he will fly for the rest of his life? That is also correct, especially if he doesn't have a parachute. Very dark, but very true. Dear Bob, yes, we just had the same submission. I'll delete that one. Dear Bob, Prime Minister Trudeau tested positive for COVID. He's not hiding from the truckers, he's isolating. Yeah, well, you know, they can wait. They can wait for him to get over it. Dear Bob, I'm afraid for the month of February, its days are numbered. Well, that's true. It is true. Although the same could be said about any month. Dan Ben says his birthday is in summer. Wesley says his birthday is 12 hours after Salties. And Yitza says I laughed 3 times in a row with a Dear Bob. Either the entries were good today or I'm having an aneurysm. You probably want to get yourself checked, Yitza, just in case. Dear Bob, why have you been complaining to Mama Pray about the dryer shrinking your clothes? Aren't you confusing the dryer with the refrigerator? I've not been complaining to Mama Pray about the dryer shrinking my clothes. Dear Bob, I'm starting my own company at Bop, and I need your input. I need to keep my manufacturing costs down, so I'm not going to try to make the best quality, but okay quality. I just hired my first employee, and when asking where the factory was and where to report to work, I told them to come to the saddest factory. The saddest factory. But I didn't know where that was going, but that's not where I thought. Random Menace says I was bad in math, but I turned it around 360 degrees. Oh, I remember stupid me being caught like in ridiculous. One of the most embarrassing answers I ever gave in my life. We were doing, it was this college. This was college. And we were doing, I don't know, something with geography. Not geography. God damn it. That's not even math. Geometry. Oh my God. Anyway, the math teacher had a triangle, a square, a rectangle, pentagon, a rectangle, a triangle, a square, a pentagon, a hexagon, an octagon, and a circle. And okay, how many lines of symmetry are there in a rectangle? 2. How many in the square? In the triangle? 3 or 1. No, the triangle was 1. The triangle was 1. The rectangle was 2. The square was 4. Obviously, anyway, they got more and more, and we got to the circle, and now I guess I shouldn't feel bad because nobody in the entire class got it right. I thought, but I was the only person with my answer. So she's like, why did you say 360? I said, because that's what I answered. I said 360. People were saying 0, 1, 1, 0, 100. Nobody else said 360. She's like, why would you even think 360? Like, what were you thinking? I said, well, there's 360 degrees in a circle. So I figured there was 1 degree of, symmetry for each. And she's like, okay. I get it. She's like, but what about something that's, 2.5 degrees or 2.25? Yeah, I get it now. I explained. I get it. It's actually infinite. A circle has infinite lines of symmetry. So I feel so stupid for getting that wrong. Wesley says, I think Yitza is having an aneurysm. Some help. I hope not. Dear Bob, what's the best thing about Switzerland? I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. Okay. That was good. Dear Bob, when you flood the market with free money, every dollar is worth less. What gives something value its scarcity? How about this? The next time we need to raise taxes to pay for a government program, why don't we just turn to the Fed and tell them to print more money? See, there are millions of people alive right now, both in and out of government, who think that's probably the best idea they ever heard. Qapla, Tim Christ. Welcome. Dear Bob, greetings from the paper straw manufacturers of America. We thank you for your endorsement and are shipping you 50,000 straws overnight. The hell you are. I will burn them where they stand. Dear Bob, I'm thinking about getting an Xbox, but I don't know what one to get. What is the best Xbox to buy? Well, I tell you, my good friend Rock Solid at Rock Solid Productions put out a video just this morning talking about which was the best Xbox to get. In fact, I'm pretty sure he concluded that any Xbox you can get is the best Xbox to have. But it doesn't matter. Whatever Xbox you can get your hand on, they're all pretty much the same. I personally say get the biggest, baddest, most expensive one. Or don't. But maybe you don't need the drive. You could just go all digital. But yeah, it's really not for me. I know with them possibly buying Activision that they definitely seem like the company to go with, but for the time being, I'm still team PS5. Wesley says tune in to 955.5 for Qapla radio. KPLA radio. Wesley says Qapla sounds like a radio station name. Tim Chris says the best Xbox is the PS5. Yep. Pop Culture Curious with Brit of Prey. Did you hear that Sony purchased Bungle Software, creators of Halo, among others? I did not. Halo is unfortunately another franchise I never got into. But there is a Halo series coming to Paramount Plus, I believe. Dear Bob, singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera. You know, I never got soap in my mouth while I sang in the shower. Dear Bob, I don't trust stairs. They're always up to something. Not true. I've seen a house with staircases that go to nowhere. Dear Bob, what concert costs just 45 cents? 50 cents featuring Nickelback. Well, to be truth, if it features Nickelback, you should probably get more than a Nickelback. They only had one song. Dear Bob, why don't you ever give your fingers a shout out? I hear you can count on all of them, even the thumb, which is not a fucking finger. It is absolutely a finger. Pop Culture Curator says basically it looks like Call of Duty is going to Xbox and Halo to PS5. Well, Call of Duty's already on Xbox. You think it's going to become only to Xbox? I don't think so. I think they would lose their title if they cut out half the players in the world. Dear Bob, you know a true sign of transitioning from a child to an adult when taking a nap goes from punishment to a reward. Fair enough. Dear Bob, how long is... I'm not going to say that word. How long is a man from China? Oh, God. Did I do Kano Pray this before I went live today? I think I did. It's on there. I did Asian O Pray. I think. I have to test my voices sometimes. Anyway. Some people are longer than others. So I would say anywhere from 4'2" to, I don't know, 5'6", typically. I really don't think they're going to make it an exclusive pop culture curator. I don't think they're... I think they know that would be a bad decision. Mike Richards says all thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs from the Big Bang Theory. I disagree. I agree with that, but yes, actually, I do agree. All thumbs are fingers, but not all fingers are thumbs. That's exactly what I agree with. Dear Bob, I was surprised when I ran into my psychiatrist coming out of the bathroom stall. I didn't know who he was in there. I didn't hear anyone else. Then he explained the P is silent. So you were going to your P psychiatrist all these years. Dear Bob, Orion's belt is a huge waste of space. Terrible joke. Only 3 stars. But bump. Dear Bob, dear NASA, your mother thought I was big enough. With love, Pluto. Yep. Dear Bob, how does NASA throw a party? They plan it. Wow. These just remind me of Elihu. Dear Bob, why should you never build a restaurant on the moon? It'll never have a groovy atmosphere. Never's a long time. Dear Bob, what kind of music do astronauts listen to? Neptunes. Dear Bob, I was thinking of getting a Nintendo Switch. Which one should I get? Whatever one you can get through my Amazon affiliate link. Probably check out Rock Solid for his opinion. Dear Bob, is it worth buying Star Trek Enterprise on Blu-ray? Yes, it's worth getting it. I don't know what it's going for right now, but you should have all the Star Treks on hard hard copy. Dear Bob, how long is a piece of string? That's the funny thing about a piece. There's no minimum length. It could be it could be a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of an inch. It's still a piece of string. Anything from a single molecule that makes up the string all the way to hundreds of miles of distance. It could all be described as a piece of string. Dear Bob, it wasn't a question, it was a statement. How long is a China? Oh. Okay, you got me. You got me. Son of a bitch. Was there a question mark the first time? I have to check. I'm gonna check. I know it's a ways back. I think this is it. Nope. Okay, you see this. There was no question mark or period. So that's not right. It's not a statement. It was never made clear what it was. Wesley says these jokes are bad. I'm sorry, Wes. Dear Bob, it wasn't a question, it's a statement. No, it wasn't. Dear Bob, why is everybody recently playing up that game based on the German book, Mein Kampf? I don't believe anybody is playing up a game. Dear Bob, two guys walked into a bar. The third guy ducked. Well, he was a smart guy. Dear Bob, what do you call a pudgy psychic? A fortune teller. Dear Bob, which fast food restaurant do you recommend I eat at and order from? And which one do you dislike? I like a lot of them. It depends what you're in the mood for. Breakfast, I'm tending to like Burger King and Wendy's for breakfast. Wendy's and McDonald's for lunch or dinner. Burger King is okay too. If you're in the mood for tacos, Taco Bell. I actually don't like Del Taco. Granted, I only had them once, but I didn't like what I had. And then there are places that are local places that you would blow out any place else, like Roland Roaster, but it's only in Brooklyn. Roy Rogers, but there's only a couple left, if there's any left. They were along the New York State Thruway. It's hard to say. There's so many good options. Dear Bob, want to know why nurses like red crayons? Sometimes they have to draw blood. Wesley says, I'm done. I'm just done with these. Well, Wes, I got a lot left to go. Dear Bop, dear Bop. Dear Bop, if you want to play on a TV, you can only use the Switch or Switch OLED. If you want to play mostly on handheld, get the Switch Lite or Switch OLED. If you want the best TV and handheld experience, get the Switch OLED. Switch Lite is $200. Switch Lite, the regular Switch, is $300. And the Switch OLED is $350. Thank you, Rock Solid. Dear Bob, I used to hate facial hair, but then it grew on me. Good for you. Dear Bob, what do the movies Titanic and The Sixth Sense have in common? I see dead people. Hakeem says these jokes are making my day. Not Wesley's day, apparently. Dear Bob, joke. Why couldn't the teddy bear finish his birthday cake? He was already stuffed. Dear Bob, how many ears does Captain Kirk have? 3. A right ear, a left ear, and a final front ear. Oh my God. Dear Bob, what are glasses called on planet Vulcan? Spectacles. My God, they're coming in faster than I can read. Dear Bob, what mobile operating system does Captain Picard use? Android. Because of data? I don't know. I don't know if I get that one. Nitpicker says there's no Roy Rogers in NYC. There used to be. Growing up in Canarsie, there was a Roy Rogers on Flatlands Avenue near South Shore High School. It was fucking delicious. I mean, granted, it was the scariest place to go. You went through the car, the drive up, and they had like a spinning. You couldn't see inside. You couldn't get inside because they had this spinning thing that you put in like your money. They would turn it. It would block out the window. They would bring it inside. They would put the food on this thing, then spin it out, and you could like put your hand out and pull it off the spinning table and bring the food in. Like they were really, really scared someone was going to rob them through the drive-through, apparently ignoring the fact that they could be easily robbed inside the store, which, was still a thing. It's not like they were only accessible through the drive-through. Dear Bob, what do you call a Klingon with half a brain? A genius. Hey, that's bullshit. Dear Bob, what is Riker's approach to dating? If at first you don't succeed, try Troy again. It does seem that way. Dear Bob, how many Enterprise crew members does it take to change a light bulb? I'm not sure, but I know they'll all blow up at least one shuttle while they're doing it. Yeah, that's probably true. Commodore Ty says so many bad dad jokes. Dear Bob, how many original series landing party crew members does it take to change a light bulb? I don't know, but they'll be dead. Only one, but the extra red shirt will die whilst they're changing it. Yeah, I think I saw that coming. Hakeem says, yeah, I used to go to Roy Rogers as a kid, but haven't seen one in New York for years. I forget if I read a story saying the last Roy Rogers officially closed up. I think I did. I think it was along the New York State Thruway, and they ended up redoing the service area, and so they finally got rid of the last Roy Rogers in New York. A very sad day. Thank you, Governor Cuomo. Happened on your watch, you son of a bitch. Dear Bob, I accidentally went to a Star Trek convention dressed as Chewbacca from Star Wars. What a Wookiee mistake. Wookiee. Dear Bob, did you hear about the captain of the Enterprise? He had a one-track mind. Oh my God. People, please. If you're going to do jokes like this, could you put them all in a single Dear Bob? Dear Bob, why is the Enterprise like toilet paper? They both circle Uranus looking for Klingons. Dear Bob, why can't you trust atoms? They make up everything. Dear Bob, yes, Picard uses Android with unlimited data. Dear Bob, Dr. McCoy once recommended Captain Kirk go on an all-almond diet. Kirk rejected it. He thought it was simply nuts. Dear Bob, what sound does an exploding Vulcan make? Ta-pow! Antiderivative, aka Integral Jill, says, welcome, Jill. Says, when I went to the Trek convention, there were quite a few Star Wars cosplayers. It's all good. Made great friends with a Jedi. But the best was a full-size remote control R2. You're nicer than I am, Jill. I would have said, get the hell out of the way. This is a Star Trek convention. Yit says, as my Star Trek joke wasn't appreciated earlier on Discord, so I didn't do these. Oh, I haven't even checked Discord today yet, unless I don't know where you'd have sent it. If you sent it to me, I didn't see it. Josh says, Bird of Prey, skip the joke tops. I can't. If by the time I skip it, I might as well have just read it. Commodore Ty is going to do TikToks on this. Wesley left a while ago. He couldn't handle the bad jokes, says Wesley. Dear Bob, one of the TNG Android phone jokes. Yes, I've seen that one. I'm calling you from my new Android smartphone. It even has unlimited data. Data. Are you programmed to be a footstool? Yes, sir, I can be a footstool. Good data. I'm going to lay back on this chair. And I want you to keep my feet raised just a couple of inches above the top of the chair. Okay, sir. And data. I need to do a little rocking or vibration. I heard you are programmed in multiple techniques. Affirmative, sir. Okay, good. So I might fall asleep. You keep rocking. Acknowledge, sir. Data. Yes, sir. What's that noise? I was vibrating at the harmony you asked for, sir. No, data. You need to be silent. Okay, sir. Understood. Data. Yes, sir. I said you need to be silent. All will do, sir. 100% silence. Starting now. Dear Bob, evidence has been found that William Tell and his family were avid bowlers. However, all the Swiss League records were destroyed in a fire. So we'll never know for sure for whom the Tells bowled. Wesley Crusher's is Bird of Prey. Your Picard is better than your singing and Ozzy Prey. Well, there, Wesley. My mother, your mother and I have something we need to tell you, Wes. I don't know how to say this, but I ordered your father to the planet to die because, well, Wes, he isn't really your father. Mr. Worf is really your father. Ha 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 ha. Dear Bob, did you know that Geordi doesn't have a superior officer? Instead, he has a superior visor. A supervisor. Did you know Geordi doesn't have a superior officer? Instead, he has a supervisor. Dear Bob, I thought my wife was joking when she said she'd leave me if I didn't stop singing I'm a Believer. Then I saw her face. Then I saw her face. Now I'm a believer. Dear Bob, how many Germans does it take to change a light bulb? Only one. They're efficient and have no sense of humor. That's not true. I've seen Germans with sense of humor. Dear Bob, who was the first woman into computers? Eve. She had an apple in one hand and a wang in the other. P.O. Box 69, Flushing, New York. Josh Street says, Wesley, your father wasn't Picard. It was Bird of Prey 5. Dear Bob, not all of these jokes are bad. No, it's not. Some are truly terrible and would have to get funnier to be bad. And Gary Katzer, aka Rock Solid, had to be done. I doctored this image Oh, they're all doctors except for this guy. I don't know who that person. We got what's this? Pilates. We got the real McCoy. We got Bashir Flock, the doctor. We've got Beverly Crusher, and I don't know. I don't know who that random person is. Too bad they're missing the doctor from Lower Decks. They're going to put the doctor from Lower Decks in. But very good. Very good there. Rock solid. B plus. Dan Ben says, you think Geordie LaForge is super? No, Dan. It was part of the joke. Josh Street says, that's Discovery's doctor. I don't know what you mean, Josh Street. Discovery's doctor is a black woman. I don't remember her name. Dear Bob, to boldly go where no one has seen. Wait, dear Bob, to boldly go where no one has been before, a virgin. I don't see the logic. I think you're on the cusp of something. I don't think you got it. Dear Bob, rumor is the crew of the Enterprise is getting married. The entire crew. They've engaged the Borg. You know what? Call me old-fashioned. But I don't really think you're engaged until, as they used to say on that radio show, you got a date and a ring. Pulowski. No, not Dr. Finn from the Orville. She would have made a better doctor, though. Dear Bob, my family asked me to stop making Thanksgiving puns this year. I said I would try, but I can't be expected to quit cold turkey. Dear Bob, one day Harry Kim asked Tom Paris to tell him a joke. Promotion, said Tom. I don't get it, replied Harry. Exactly, said Tom. I went out to, dear Bob, I went to a Star Trek convention dressed as a doctor. Security wouldn't let me in. They didn't think I was the real McCoy. Dear Bob, you should always wait for dad jokes to mature. That way they're fully grown. Dear Bob, Worf was once told that time heals all wounds. So he stabbed someone. Now we wait. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, did the East Coast get snow last night? Not last night, the night before, really. Yeah, it was more Saturday night. It was Friday night into Saturday. All day, and then all day Saturday. Dear Bob, TNG Pulaski data. Pulaski, yes, I'm aware of those characters' names. I had a minor misremembrance of Pulaski. Dear Bob, if Mr. Spock has pointy ears, then what does Mr. Scott have? engineers. Dear Bop, what's the difference between the Prime Directive and Beverly? Picard never violated the Prime Directive. Also, the Prime Directive never wanted to give up her career and marry a candle ghost. Okay. I've decided just now that Sub Rosa needs a second part. And in going with the spirit of the day, it's going to be a prequel. Captain's log, stardate, unknown. As in, I forgot to look up the stardate. The Enterprise has been called back to Earth, where we are bringing a precious cargo of rare Irish artifacts from a town near Glasgow, Ireland, to a colony out at the furthest reaches of Federation space. This is going to be yet another random attempt to move the Irish people off of Earth. You see, since the beginning of time, Earth has been the Irish. And so we're going to start a colony for the Irish people so that we don't need them next to the UK, who has already invaded France. YouTube bots donated $1.49. Thank you, YouTube bots. And let's put it through our binary conversion. Yes, there's another Dear Bop. I was aware there was another Dear Bop. I still had the Dear Bop window open, but as I'm currently doing our Sub Rosa prequel, it has to wait. And just to be clear, there is one Dear Bop and only one Dear Bop. Any additional Dear Bops will wait until next time. Where was it? Damn it. Okay, Sub Rosa prequel. Kirk basically beams up the candle. Spock finds it very fascinating. The doctor scans it. The candle guy comes out to what's her face? The nurse. But she, being a lot smarter than Beverly, is like, this is fascinating. What type of creature are you? He's like, it doesn't matter. Let's have some sex. You'll love me after that. And she's like, I don't know. I really like Mr. Spock. He's like, Vulcan doesn't even have emotion. He can't love you like I love you. He's like, you hardly know me. I don't know you. Dr. McCoy. Yes, nurse. There's a man in that candle. Is there? Goddamn, I've been getting these goddamn Irish man candles for 40 years. There's only one way to deal with this man candle. What you gonna do, doctor? I'm gonna shoot it out into space. And the candle guy goes, no. And the nurse pulls the candle away from the doctor. I can't let you do that. And she's like, why not? It's like, because this candle has a man that's going to bind to an old, ugly Irish woman one day and be her gentleman call her. If you throw him away, what else is she going to do but live angrily and throw rocks at passing children? And it's like, so what do you want me to do? Have this candle out? What if he actually convinces a young, attractive woman to stay with him instead of a old woman with nothing else left to go for her in life? And the nurse is like, we just have to take that risk, doctor. I don't think anybody is that stupid. No. Dr. McCoy says, well, nurse, I don't pretend to know the fairer sex, but if you say that women aren't that stupid, I believe you. And so they put the candle back in with the rest of the junk, and Kirk beams it all down to, they don't know yet, but it's to the Crusher residence. And the family of the guy who knows about the candle, he was on board the Enterprise when all this was happening, and he just remembers seeing it all as a kid. And they tell him as a kid to forget what he saw. And they're like, can you do that? And Spock says, no, I don't think he can. So Spock goes and he mind melds with him to force him to not remember. But then, realizing that Nurse Chapel is indeed fairly weak, he instead decides to make the memory come alive once the kid turns 18. So that's what he does. He lets the kid grow up normally, but at 18, the guy becomes his one-man anti-candle task force. And he wouldn't be allowed to rest at destroying the candle until the daughter, the daughter of the next three people who would use the candle, their great-great-great-granddaughter, would have to make the decision as to if it's okay to kill the candle or not. If she says she doesn't want to destroy it, then he will abandon the attack. All he has to say is the magic words that it's not going to be my responsibility what happens. And that's it. He can stop his generations-long quest for destroying the candle. Josh Street says, Hugh Culber is the Discovery's Dr. Stamets' husband. I've never heard of this Hugh Culber. Random Menace says Felicia Howard was Scottish. Whatever. Irish, Scottish, same thing. Nitpickers says Sub-Rosa is subpar for late TNG. Sub-Rosa is subpar for any TNG. Wesley says Bird's Kirk is better than his Picard, which is better than his singing. Nurse Chapel, Mike Richards. Anyway. Dear Bop, Kurdistan is why the Vulcans haven't made contact yet. While that's probably true. The fact is, we haven't broken the warp speed barrier yet. So I can't put all the blame on Kurdistan. They deserve a lot, but not all. Okay. With that, though, I think we're going to call it a day. Okay, one more. Yes, Mama Pray. Do you have something? Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. Okay. Dear Bob, I got in a fight with my wife last night. She came crawling to me on her hands and knees. She kept saying, "Come out from under that bed and fight like a man." Okay, guys. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for the jokes. Apologies for not being on camera tonight. It just didn't have the time. And I'll see you guys later. Qapla all. Bird out. Remember, not tomorrow, but a week from tomorrow, on Tuesday the 8th, the second Tuesday of the month, will be our new live stream day for the channel. Members stream at 4 p.m. Eastern. Members only streams the second Tuesday of every month, starting on the 8th of February. Tomorrow we'll probably just play a game or something. Qapla all. Bird out. But wait, there's more. The video might be over, but there's more fun to be had. First, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have clicked that bell icon to get notifications of new videos in your YouTube feed. Share this video on social media to help this channel fight the algorithm that favors big media. Also check out www.birdoprey5.com for links to my other channels, various social media accounts, merch store, Dear Bop affiliate links, and all your Birdo Prey 5 needs. At the main Birdo Prey 5 YouTube channel, you can find all sorts of live streams and unlisted videos, YouTube membership options, and a community section with polls and updates on the channel. On the secondary channel, Birdo Prey 5X, you can find overflow content that doesn't always make the main channel. Subscribe to both channels, please. Thanks for watching. Remember, I stream almost every day. This is Birdo Prey 5 saying goodbye, world. Until next time. P.S. Hail Sassy, hail Charlie, and of course, hail Karoga.